how it works, how it happens, why we see a triangle on the market, on a chart. Who created this?
Look, it's a very simple fundamental theory of accumulation, manipulation, and distribution sort of thing, right? So triangles and those kind of formations, they're an accumulation. There is an auction is happening. People are actively buying and selling, and there's some sort of agreement at that price.
But
right?
on a crypto field, if we don't see a lot of people, we don't see a lot of retails, and we see these triangles on every instrument. This is all manipulation, and I'm not talking about...
Oh yeah, absolutely. There are tools there that will allow you to print any kind of chart you want.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm sure there are.
So you can like build a model, push a button, and then it will manipulate a price the way that you want.
Unfortunately so.
I think it's cool. It's cool to be that guy who can write this type of software. Maybe it's a little bit illegal.
Well, it depends for what purpose, right? If you're doing it to manipulate the market, or if you're doing it to rug pull people, yeah, great. It's illegal. But if you do it for R&D, yeah, you can do whatever.
But imagine how it's cool. You can create your own triangle, then goes up and then immediately goes down.
No, absolutely.
Everyone goes short and you go up again. That's what we see on the market every time.
The reason why not too many people go in that direction, because that in itself costs money, because you have to move the market, then you have to take it down, then you have to move the market again. So if you have some money to burn and you want to have a laugh at it, then sure, why not?
In 2024, I think that we have not an era or a year, I don't know how to say it, of these softwares, because
Yes.
I met more and more people that started to implement their software tools also for trading, like HFT software, algo trading bots, and also CoinGlass. Maybe you know about the liquidity.
Yeah.
Maybe we can speak a little bit more about fundamental things.
Sure.
Like I'm familiar with CoinGlass and with the liquidity, chart, liquidation map. It's like when they show all the orders on a map.
Just the old orders that got liquidated, how far they went down.
A lot of people think that they don't understand why the market always go to these zones. So let's say now we have a Bitcoin price around 65. Then we have some people who sell, some people who buy. And we see that all the stops for the buyers, allocated
65.
around 62.
Yeah.
And the price 100% will hit 62, will turn around immediately and go, to 68. How it works, I cannot understand really, because we see this and then it happens.
I've experienced that personally too. So when I started trading personally, crypto,
Do you do it
I right now don't have enough time to commit to it, similar to yourself.
Okay.
But I started from getting curious about learning how to trade and so on and so forth, but my interest was more about the theory and the swing side of things, as opposed to scalping, because it's too time consuming. And I've read a couple of books about Elliott wave theory. This is a theory from a very long time ago when electronic trading wasn't even a thing.
Do you remember these days when the guys made a call and see the chart?
So I don't remember those days because I wasn't there in those days. I think I wasn't born when Elliott Wave wrote his theory. But people would take data from the newspapers. This is the time when Elliott Wave theory got created. Basically, a simple thing, it tells you that this market has impulses and corrections. And every impulse has a set of impulses and corrections, right? Just at a high level. If you take his theory and the various numbers and metrics and rules that apply to his theory and layer it over a Bitcoin chart, it's a perfect match.
The question is why? I can understand.
I'll start, why do Fibonacci numbers work? There are several things, I would say. I think some people tune their strategies to some of these parameters, and there are some algos running in the background using these strategies and relying on these numbers, and they have certain stop losses and limit orders very around specific numbers. Plus there's psychological numbers. For example, 69 or 70,000 is a psychological number, 80,000 is a psychological number. Think of it yourself as a trader, right? When you put a stop loss somewhere, let's say you have a massive position. When you put a stop loss, what are you going to do? You're going to put 70,100,934, or you're just going to put 71,000, done, finished. Easier, right? You're not going to sit down and type in 5-6 different numbers. If you do, your brain is going to ask you, why this number? Why not 2 more or too low? But 71,000 is a round number. People like to operate on round numbers. So if it's retail, it's going to use round numbers.